Let's wait for a couple of minutes and let people join, and then we can start. But if you have already joined, feel free to post your questions in the chat, and yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. It's been raining for a couple of weeks now, but luckily today it's not raining. It's still very cloudy, so it may rain at some point today, but at least for now it is not raining. And hopefully it stays like this until evening so that I can go for grocery shopping. So let's hope it stays like this. And I think there is some event going on in the church, so there are a lot of people inside. Hey Govardhan, came to say hi. Hello. It's always good to uh, say hi, and it feels good to talk to someone who have been in live Q&A in the past. So it's always good to see returning programming Cradle family members. So yeah, it's good. Hey Chetan, I'm doing good. How are you? How will be my job opportunity at Hull or Bournemouth University after completing masters? I think I saw your comment, and I was about to answer, but few things came. But the thing is, this question is very tricky because it's just really hard to tell about someone how hard or how easy it will be for you to find a job. So that's something, but as long as you work on your portfolio profile, projects, knowledge, things like that, and also your communication skills, if you work on those things, it is possible to get a job. Because I have seen a lot of people from different universities. I'm not talking about Russell Group universities, some of the universities where the rank of the university is 700, 800, maybe even lower. They have been able to find a job, but then I've also seen people from Russell Group universities, they really, really find it hard to find a job. So it depends. And I think there are some key factors apart from just knowledge and profile building is networking. You need to make good connections and you need to make good ties with your batchmates, with your professors, or if you're able to find an internship with that company. And usually those are the connections which make the difference. So do make sure that you start making those connections as soon as you start your masters. And if you do all those things, I'm pretty sure you will be able to find something. The economy seems to be positive, but layoffs are still happening. Yeah, exactly. Economy seems to have stabled a bit, but layoffs are still happening because obviously they want to cut down expenses. They want to increase profits for the stakeholders, and also the kind of hiring they have done in the past post COVID period. They have done quite a lot of hiring, and I think they expected the growth to be much more than what it actually was. So because of that, I think they have hired so many people, and even after the last layoff, I think it was not enough. So maybe the next round of layoff is going on, which is hard. I mean, it's just feel really demotivating to maybe even think about switching domains or maybe going for higher education, because what if you invest so much time and money in your masters and then um, situation stays the same. So there are a lot of things, but I think those things are just not in our control. It's not in our hand, so we can't really do anything about it. But what we can do is we can improve ourselves and uh, keep working on our skills and maybe wait for the right time. Yes, I saw your video at Cardiff and you said about your internship. I am noting this point. Yeah, I did my master's from Newcastle University and I did my internship with the Catalyst. Well, it's the name of the building, but the name of the department is NICD. So, and within NICD, there is another department which is NICA, so National Innovation Center of Aging. So I did my internship with them. But yeah, there are a lot of videos that I have posted related to my internship, my master's experience, job hunting experience, how to find a job, how what skills to work on, things like that. So I have made a lot of videos. So if you go through the videos, you will be able to find a lot of information there. Are you attending the LLM London event? No, I don't think I'm aware of it. I haven't seen it yet. So I'll try to find it, or if you can share link with me, that would be great. I'm just not aware of it. I don't know when it is, and right now I don't know whether I will have some time to commit to it. But I'll see if it is at some point where I have some time. I will try to attend it, because these kind of events are always helpful, and if nothing else, you learn a lot from other people, and maybe just by talking to people who are already uh, pioneer in these industries. So yeah. When do you think the hiring market will be like 2021 again? mm, so there are a lot of political factors as well, and then obviously companies need some stable economy, and when you have these bigger countries like um, UK, US, well, UK not that much, but US, and then now India as well. So they all have these elections coming. So I would assume, I cannot say for sure, that once the election is done, once um, maybe new party or the older party, whichever party takes the charge, are settled in, then I think the companies will be more at ease in terms of the reforms that the government will bring, and maybe after that things will settle down a bit, because now obviously this Russia-Ukraine war has some impact, but well, it's really hard to say, because things were starting to look good even though the war is still going on. So I don't know how much that will impact, and let's hope uh, things don't get really messy when it comes to Israel-Palestine conflict. So there are a lot of things, but the major factor that I can think of is these elections. And once these elections are done and things become much more settled, hopefully the job market will revive, but it will take some time, I think. Maybe by the end of this year or start of next year, considering the fact that nothing else bad happens in this time. Are assignments and coursework project hard or tough? As you said, start it from day one as soon as you receive it. As I said earlier, I am learning Python and I am just hoping that it will be doable for me. Give me some insights about this assignment and dissertation too. So again, it depends from person to person. For some people, it was just too hard, but then still they were able to do it. I'm not saying that they just couldn't do it, but then there were a lot of people where they couldn't do it on time, so they had to take extension. And then there were some people who were able to do it, but then they could not pass in those modules, so they had to retake those assessments. So I'm not going to say that it is going to be very easy, but if you are someone who is comfortable with Python and if you have done some projects in machine learning, deep learning, or any data science project in general, for you it should be fine. You should be able to do it. But if you are a complete beginner, and I think programming is the key, if you are able to program, I think you'll be able to do the assignments in relatively less time. And the reason why I said you have to start doing assignment from day one is because you'll have more time. It's not like you can just study a night before and you can go in your examination and you can just write stuff. It's not like that. You have to work on your code, and then once your project is done, you have to write a report as well. And in some of the universities, they have examinations as well, so you have to study for that. So there are a lot of things. I used to do my assignments from day one was because there were a lot of my friends, they needed my help, and if I cannot finish my assignment on time, how will I be able to help them? So I used to just finish my assignment maybe a week or two before the submission date, and then I had a lot of time in hand so that I can help other people as well. So that was my idea behind doing my assignments or starting my assignments from day one. And I think it holds for everyone. So if you're someone who doesn't know programming much, and when you look at the assignment as soon as it comes, you will be able to see what are the questions, and based on those questions you can always go through the modules, and you can pick those topics uh, which you think will be helpful for the assignment, and then you can read those topics first, and then you can maybe start your assignment. And then once your assignments uh, are in progress, you can always go back to the lectures and you can watch all the lectures. So that way you will be able to do both the things. But then if you think first you will finish all your lectures and then you will move on to your assignments, that way maybe because of some reason it took you quite a long time to understand a certain topic, and then because of that you couldn't start your assignment, and now you are in a position where you don't have enough time to complete your assignment. So that's why I think it's always wise to start your assignment on day one. So I won't say it's hard. I won't say that it's super hard, but I will also say that it's not going to be super easy. And as for dissertation, you do get like 3 months or something. And the projects that they give in dissertation, they are not hard, so to say, because, well, you can ask for assistance in your assignments as well from PhD students or your professors. It just depends how much support they can provide. And as for dissertation, like I said, it won't be that hard, but sometimes if the data set is really messy and you're not comfortable with programming, then you will have hard time cleaning the data. So that can become a problem. But then if the data set is quite clean, in that case you will be able to do the assignment or the dissertation in less time. And for dissertation, I would like to give one more suggestion is whenever you are picking a project for your dissertation, try to pick a project which is in collaboration with some of the industry experts. So there are a lot of projects where universities do partner with some of the companies, and those companies provide some use cases to universities. So if they're working on something and they feel like maybe they can give a POC to um, a university, and then in turn the university will give it to their students, and then students can work on those. So if you get those kind of projects, I think you'll be able to build a good relationship with that company, and if you really perform well in those projects, there may be uh, chances that you will get a full-time role in that company. So do try to pick those kind of projects, but do note that those projects can sometimes be hard as well. So yeah, I think you have to evaluate your knowledge and experience based on that, pick a project. But if you think you can handle any kind of project, and I think when you do your 1 year masters, you will be working on a lot of different type of projects, and after that you will get that confidence that okay, I will be able to carry out a data science project from end to end. And if you are able to get that confidence, I think it's better to take assignment or take the project which can be done in collaboration with the company. I hope that helps, Chetan. Today we have a lot less people in Q&A, and the chat is quite silent. But I think what happens is as we reach around 1 hour mark, people start to join live Q&A, and then they start asking questions, which is fine because everyone has their work, right? So yeah, that's fine. But yeah, if you have any other questions, Chetan, do let me know, or anyone who is still here. Yeah, because what I do is I plan things accordingly, and I have two type of calendar. I think I told you. Yeah, I think I told in last Q&A. But if not, so I have two calendars. One is my Outlook calendar, which is for office, and I have another Gmail calendar, which is a Google calendar, which is for personal stuff. So I have allocated hours for different things, and if I extend live Q&A a bit, then I'm eating up some time from other tasks. So I'll either have to do that thing in a much quicker way, or maybe uh, I have to maybe just compromise on some of the stuff. Yeah, and I think I misunderstood your statement that day. I remember, yeah. But again, sometimes it happens that people don't have a lot of questions, so I can always close live Q&A early, so I get more time, and then I can invest that time in other stuff. So that also happens. So I think it's just it's just up to me. How do I manage that time? I don't know why my nose is quite itchy today. Almost everyone has left. Only a couple of people are there in the church now. Right, I think we don't have any more questions, and all the questions have been answered. So I will end the live Q&A today, and I will have 40 more minutes. So I'll maybe cook. But then, yeah, the good thing is it's not raining, so I'll just go quickly and get some stuff. Physics wala. Yes, I do. I am doing data science course from them. A friend offered one to me. They have ML, Python, etc. So I think that should help. Yes, definitely. Any kind of course will help. So what I usually use, what I usually suggest people that do any kind of small course. It need not be a paid one. You can find a lot of things on YouTube. You can study from there, or if you have some money, maybe not much, then you can go for Udemy machine learning courses. That will also give you an overview of all the algorithms and how to work on a data science project from end to end. Or the courses like from physics wala, iNeuron, and things like that. So you can take those courses, and it always helps, because maybe you won't be able to understand everything, maybe you won't feel confident, but at least when you will hear those terms in your masters, you won't feel like those terms are alien to you, and you won't get alarmed. So that is something which is very important, because when you feel like, oh, I've never heard of this, what is this, you get your nerves, and then instead of focusing on those things and trying to learn those things, you first try to calm down your nerves. But when you hear some terms which you have already heard before, I think it always helps you, and you'll be like, okay, I have heard this uh, concept before, but then I was not able to understand properly, so let me understand this time. So that will always help you to get on top of those concepts and topics. So yeah, again, those courses will definitely help. Go out, have some fun today, bro. Yes, you got for free from friends. So from that, I will assume that I am prepared for the assignments and projects. Yep. So just focus your energy and time in things which are under your control. So yeah, that's what I can suggest, and that's what I personally do. Because there are things which I don't know. Well, I used to know, but I've forgotten because I've got into data science now. Previously, I have done some web development work, but then it's been like what, more than 5 years now. So I haven't done web development anymore. But now I feel like if I know web development properly, I can do a lot more with my data science knowledge. So I'm learning web development. So it's in my hand. I can always do. But then if I think about, oh, now who will learn web development now? I am a data scientist. A data scientist should not know web development. In that case, I think I will never be able to grow. So I'm now learning web development, which is very interesting now because it just brings back old memories. So it's fun. I'm enjoying learning that. So yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. Hi, Rupa. You too. I was almost about to end the live Q&A because I think I have answered all the questions. So I hope you all are doing well, and have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next Saturday, 12 p.m. UK time. Bye. Happy learning.